Okay, this is my Atlatl, the hunter Catatonk, Indian name, created by Bob Berg, B-E-R-G, from Thunderbird Atlatl. And I put the fletching on here and stained the darts and modified the Atlatl itself. That'll be the one with the feather there. And got field points on it right now. And looking at the Atlatl, I hollowed this out right here, cut finger grooves in it on both sides like for ambidextrous, and cut a groove through here and put the artificial sinew on it and hollowed it out right here. And hard for you to see, but put notches on the back of it right back here, and that's our knock. That's purple heartwood knock, I think that is. And on the bottom here, put some notches in here that just kind of give it a little bit of a look or design. I burn it with a propane torch to give it this dark look right here and make the grain pop out like that, so it's real visible. You put heat to this ash wood, the grain will really stand out. Looks kind of like a rattlesnake to me, the way I have it kind of dotted up. And that's like a painted eagle feather. So I think it turned out pretty good for what I want it for. And got the targets down here. That's hay with the blue wrap on it. That's what I'll be throwing at. Generally throw it 15 yards. 15 meters and 20 meters for competition, and you get 5 throws at 15 meters and 5 throws at 20 meters when you do competition. These will easily throw out 50 yards without much trouble. So, and you probably got 75 to 90 yards on these 7-foot darts. So I got these as a hunter dart. And fletching right here I put on the other day with artificial sinew and glued one edge of each of the feathers onto the shaft. And with these type of darts, some of them will just throw better than others. Up here, I use these black rings right here made with a propane torch. So you got 4 rings right here, 4 here, and 4 here. But right below that, this one's got 3 rings. That means that's dart number 3. This one has 1 ring. That means that's dart number 1. And this one has 2 rings. That means that's dart number 2. So dart 1, 2, and 3. I can tell which one is which. I can tell which one is going to be throwing better than the other for whatever reason. And all these darts, no matter if they're 5 foot, 7 foot, 5, 6, 7 foot, 8 foot, they're going to warp at some point in time. And you just find the warp, heat it up with a propane torch, but don't burn it, just heat it up, and you can just reverse that warp. Just push it the other way carefully, and keep your darts as straight as possible. So that's where we're at right here. Okay guys, on our, look at that view, on our Atlatl here, this is again the hunter Catatonk, Atlatl. When you're using a 7-foot dart and you're holding the Atlatl like this right here, and you got your 7-foot dart coming off this direction over here where my finger is, it pulls it up, so then you got to pull it down like this right here, and it puts a little bit of pressure on your arm right here because you're having to pull up on it, pull it back because of the front end weight of a 7-foot dart. So a lot of times what we do is put a weight on them, and this right here is just a water stone right here, and so we're going to put this weight on here. It's got a flat part right here to it, and I'm going to tie this on with some artificial sinew, and you got to feel it might need to be there, but it'll balance out that front end weight so it doesn't put pressure on your arm or hurt your arm if you throw a lot, whatever. So let's see how that works. I've got a little piece of leather right here, which is synthetic leather, and I'm going to put it underneath here when I put this rock as a counterbalance, and so it'll look like that. This is supposed to do like 3 things. One, balance out the weight of the dart, and the second thing the rock does, and you can, some people have 1, 2, or 3 rocks depending on the weight. This is a pretty good sized rock right here, and so it balances out the weight of the dart head, supposed to make this more silent, and also may give you a little bit more power in your throw, just a little bit. Okay, so that's what we use that for. Okay guys, I wrapped the stone on here. Sometimes you'll hear people say banner stone, but we call these weight stones, whatever you put on here. Usually river rocks that are smooth like this right here work best. But banner stones usually, what I've seen, kind of have a butterfly wing design to them a little bit with a hole in the middle or on the edges of it, and they're kind of roundish looking, and they may be used to make the shafts round on the darts, have other purpose besides being a weight. Some say they're not used as weight on the banner stone, but, and you can get smaller stones and so forth. I just tried the dart on this right here, and I can feel the weight right here on this right here, so it helps balance out that dart a good bit. So that's what we're looking for. Okay, we're about 20 meters away. So let's see how she works. I'm right here to the side. Got a little orange flag there, a couple of inches in height right there. And this is what she looks like. Put one finger up here. You can hold like that, but you put one finger up here, and it's caught in the spur right here. So more in alignment right here. Okay, we're gonna throw our darts. Dart number 1. All right, dart number 1. About the right height, just to the left. Dart number 2. We're there vertically now, so that means I got to throw up higher. First one I threw off to the left. Then I got it vertical, hit low, and then I threw about 8 inches higher and hit a couple inches above the orange. Let's take a look. When you do that, you're not paying attention to your technique. I threw this one way to the left. Then I had to make sure I got my vertical up and down. So I got this one perfectly vertical. And then this one, since this threw low, I threw it high, about right where I'm pointing at right there. And see, I'm just almost there. About 2.5 inches from hitting it. So that was pretty good correction. Okay, now that we know where to throw at, right, shouldn't be any more mishaps, right? Let's see. It hit sideways. That means I threw it. I didn't release it right. I threw it to the left a little bit for some reason. So whatever that is, we'll correct that. Dart number 2. Corrected too much. Alright, this one should be perfect. Well, it's more vertical. More vertical, but if that was a buffalo, that would be a good hit. Okay, was it set for? Click. Alright. Dart number 1. I was throwing that just a little bit higher. Dart number 2. Ooh. Yeah, I like to get the target again. Dart number 3. Ooh. Hit that other arrow. I think I got cocky on that one. Missed. See. And this one, about an inch away. So that's not bad. It's not really bad grouping though. That's still on the grouping part right here, about a hand's width right here. So that's not bad on grouping. You just have to get it exactly where you want it on the target. Okay. Here we go again. Let's set 5. This will be dart number 1. Do that perfectly vertical the way I wanted to, but the release shows me that it didn't. It came out a little bit off. Dart number 2. Still a little high. Dart number 3. This is going to be close to me. Yeah, I knew that one was gonna be close. That one, that last one, you can see it maybe. It's right there. It's like two inches above the orange target. The others went a little high. Here we go again. Dart number 1. Dart number 3. Number 1. Dart number 1. Ooh, that was a good throw there. I mean, I'm like an inch away from it there. Dart number 2. Ooh, that was a good throw. 2, maybe 3 inches away on that one. Dart number 3 here. Ooh. Now we're dart number 3. We're getting better on grouping with these darts. Okay, they're kind of like in a line right there, aren't they? A whole 3 of them right here. This one, a couple of inches away. This one's about the same distance away. This one's about 3 inches, 3.5 inches from the target. It's hard to appreciate these darts sometimes, 7 feet long. That's a pretty good grouping right there. Hands width. If you can put them in a hand's width, you're doing good. Okay. Be dart number 1. I was just looking up above me. I can see a kite. K-I-T-E. It's a predator bird. We have a few of them over here. All right, dart number 1. That was a pretty good throw right there. Like a couple inches below the target, right on line. Dart number 2. Oh man. That would have been in the same spot, but I think to the right. I mean to the left. Okay, dart number 3. Now I'll tell you what happens right there. Dart number 3, I could tell I muscled it just a little bit harder. I threw it harder, and that's why it elevated up above. Dart number 1, right below the target right there, is only like 2 inches, 2.5 inches below the orange target, if that for much. You can see where the others are. Okay, I'm going to leave that magnified just to show you where it's hitting at. Just dart number 1. Oh, he hit right where I wanted to hit too, but to the left. And I threw that one right where I wanted to, a couple inches above the target. That was dart number 2. This is dart number 3. Well, I think I hit the wire on the target. Let's see, because I saw it move. Can't tell right there, but you see where I missed it. And this one hit to the left. Yeah, I hit the wire, that's what happened. The wire right here. So this one's like 1.5 inches away from the target. And this one is about 2.5, 3 inches probably from the target. So that was pretty good right there on the group. Never gets old looking at these darts, how long they are. 7 feet. Okay. Dart number 1. Let's see how far it's at. Just my point of aim here. 1, 2, 3. Oh man. I want to blame that on the mosquito that got right in my face. Alright. Here we got dart number 2. Ooh, that was a good throw. A couple of inches above the target. Dart number 3. Ooh, that was incredible there. Dart number 3. Okay. The dart number 1, we know dart number 1 because I've got 4 rings burned on each one of these. Down here I have 1. And this one has 4 rings. And then I have 2, so that's dart number 2. And then this was dart number 3. Got 1, 2, 3 below the 4 rings. So that's why you want to keep up with them. But that 2-inch target, they hit it perfect. Don't you wish you could do that every time? So these 2 right here did real well. That's pretty much vertical too. So yeah, I'm proud of that one. And the low one here. Sometimes, I don't know what it is, you're just not paying attention, I guess, when you release it. You'll get a flyer like that goes down low. But yeah, that's cool right there.